season again, Ashraf?
We are at season 3A
Yes, 3A, because that's
because
how
4
Asian
no
we
out.
are. We are at season 4. Can you believe it? Oh my god, I can't believe it. Can you believe it, Ashraf?
I don't know what to believe anymore. Everything weird is happening. It's just my mom just accepted the fact that I'm a stand-up comic. She's talking to me again, and
Way to
it's just
go.
unbelievable. 2022 is crazy. It's just oh my god,
Oh
so
my god.
fun.
Wow, what a way to kill the joy in my excitementness. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, 2022, let's go. Okay.
Yes, 2022 new season, new year. New okay, like it's just us lah. It's not the new us or something. I
Basically,
don't know.
New Year, same shit lah, right?
Yeah, maybe we have more confidence this year. New year, new me. That means like more confidence, more that fire within you. To,
Wow. From being so damper, like very sad, like very, killing the joy, now suddenly confidence. Like, what is going
Yeah,
on with you? Are you okay?
I just remembered that our podcast name is A Motivated lah. So
That's the
just
way.
I
And
forgot.
that's how
I
we
was
want.
like, what podcast is this again? Now A Motivated. Okay.
Okay, lah. Basically, you have to fake it till you make it, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Right?
But today I might give a different approach to how you can get confident besides faking it. Faking it is also one way. Is maybe your way. Net you've always said it, right? Like your style is fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
But today I might share a different approach to how you can get confident lah.
Okay.
Like maybe my journey.
Ooh, Ashraf has a journey. Oh my god.
Yes.
I've forgotten how bimbo I sound on a podcast. But yeah, please share. Like what is this journey you're talking about? Like what is this whole confident thing that made you to who you are now? Perhaps if I can
Yes,
say
yes.
so.
Yes. Okay, first of all I just want to establish that whoever I am now is nothing. You'll spit on my face if you see me. But
Why? Is it because you're from
no,
Klang or what?
no. But I like how that joke never gets old.
Yeah, it never gets.
Never gets old. That clang Kwantan fight. It'll always go on.
That's what keeps the podcast motivated.
Yes.
Yeah.
That what we are motivated. That's what the fight between us is what keeps the podcast motivated.
Correct. See, right there, right there, right there. You just said the truth, right? You just spit fire. I'm not gonna spit at you, but you just spit fire. It's a difference.
Spitfire. No lah. So no. Like okay. Like you said. Like faking it till you make it is also another way. So is like for me that is kind of like the final. What they will say, the last resort kind of this one lah, and the easy way basically.
Right.
Easy way. But then personally I've actually tried faking it till I make it. Like personally for me it doesn't work lah.
Okay.
For me.
Why?
So okay, because I'm the kind of guy who my brain is like overthinking all the time. So even when I'm like okay getting the job done, but my head is like, is it worth it? Is it worth it that you're like you're being fake and everything? Like that's how like my brain like just fucks with me all the time, my head. So like I made it a point that I would actually train myself to be more confident. I think my like journey like started when I went to boarding school. You want to listen about more about my boarding school? You can listen to our Halloween episode.
Yep. Right. Yeah, that's a very interesting episode. Actually, a pretty creepy one. I couldn't even sleep for one whole day because I'm like, oh my god, is somebody gonna come and like hello, hi.
Hi, beside you, right? Excuse me, Scooch. I want to sleep beside you. So yeah. So basically, boarding school lah, where I faced a lot of racism and also like discrimination directly, by teachers, by like fellow students. So like like I'm not talking shit about my friends from boarding school. We are still friends now, and they come to my comedy shows and
Oh,
everything.
that's nice.
So like I would just say like at the time they didn't know better lah, and I like okay lah, I forgive them. Oh,
Okay.
but then back then like okay, I was always a shy kid. I was always a shy kid. I was very quiet, very awkward, and all that. But then when after I went to boarding school, I learned how to talk to people that I don't know.
Right. You had to step out of your comfort zone.
Yes, yes, exactly. The method besides faking it till you make it is stepping out of your comfort zone,
Correct.
and then start doing it. So when you step out of your comfort zone,
Mm-hmm.
you're no more like you don't have like anywhere to fall back or anything. You're like, okay, the way is forward now. Okay, just talk to people, just like and that's when I think I developed my way of talking, the humorous way of talking, like inserting jokes in the way I like. My coping mechanism is humor lah,
Okay.
is automatically humor. So I inserted that into my way of talking, my conversations and everything, and it got me far. It got me far, like in terms of leadership, business, and all that. So it started in that boarding school because
Right.
I was the only Indian Muslim boy. Like there are mama kids like Melayu Champo India. Those people are still they are still accepted by the racist Malays. But then me, I'm like pure Indian Muslim like that, right?
Right.
So there's I've been called Keling. Like, I also don't know. Like up to the point when they call me Keling, I just laugh.
Right.
That,
Because that is your
so
coping mechanism there.
that's my coping mechanism, and my way of this one is humor, right? Humor. I became more brave because I was the only guy. I was the only guy against like my whole batch, like what like almost 200 students, and like and I was the only one like that, and everybody was like, "Oh, you fuck off lah! You that race, you don't, you're Indian, don't come, you keling jangan dekat, bau kari, all that shit lah,
What?
all
Wait,
that
wait,
shit."
wait. What's wrong with bau curry? I think it's the most amazing smell ever in the whole wide
They will
world.
eat bau kari, but then when
Probably
it's
for
a
them,
human,
their kind of curry, they didn't put the curry leaves inside lah. That's why maybe not so nice for
yes,
them lah. Yeah.
yeah. That's the thing. I still don't understand
Yeah.
what's the problem with bau kari.
Yeah. Don't they eat that?
You fucking eat it,
Yeah.
you like put it in your mouth. What the fuck is wrong with? But the thing is, we don't fucking smell like curry. Do you smell like curry? I wish I smelled like curry all
Yeah.
the time.
I
I would
wish
be
I smell like
hungry.
mutton curry specific.
Yes, exactly. I would like wake up in the morning like, rasam.
I'll probably be like sniffing like that, like a big
Like-
cocaine like that. But yeah, like I feel like with what you said about the whole humor, right? I feel like
Yeah.
once you play along with it, people will kind of like take a step back. They'll be like, "What is going on?" And then it kind of give you a little bit of sense of power that you are in control of it. Nobody's gonna,
yeah.
kind of condemn you back.
Like for the fun for them when they're making fun of you is when you feel down, so they will be like, okay, I made him feel down. But when you like take the joke, okay, like they're making fun of you, you're dark and everything,
Yeah.
and then you say back like, oh, okay, next time you're walking and I really be careful, I will be behind you or something like some
Yeah.
stupid shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like they will be like, what the fuck, I was trying to insult you, but you just like they will, so that builds up your confidence as well lah. Like when you are when you see the people, like when you see the look in their eyes of defeat, the face of defeat, you feel like, oh shit, I've done it.
Right.
And then that actually pushes you like further to feel more confident lah.
And now
It's a
you're
good
a
thing.
stand-up comedian.
Yes, exactly.
Good. I mean, that's a really
Like,
good thing. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
well, yeah, that basically it wasn't like a quick thing. It didn't happen like within a month or 2 months. It took a lot of years personally for me lah. Different people, different this one lah, different, because I grew up in like that shy this one, and then when I went to boarding school and then so on and so on, I built my confidence. And then yeah, like the thing, the concept is getting out of your comfort zone and facing it. Just fucking face it
Right.
and hope for the best.
Right.
So that's my method lah. Let's hear your method of faking it and
I mean, I feel okay. So when I was growing up, I was the most insecure kid. I was very insecure because I've always had this thing where it was so bad that I felt I was a very ugly person, right? I felt that way because I feel like a lot of people, especially guys, when you're growing up, you have the teenage life and you want like a boyfriend or something like that, and nobody would ever come to me. They will go to my friends or to somebody that I know, and I'll be thinking like, what is wrong with me? Like I'm such an amazing person, but why people don't see me that way? And then I started thinking, you know what? It's because I'm ugly. And this was like back I was a teenage kid, right? And I used to just refrain from seeing myself on the mirror because I scared the mirror is gonna break from how ugly I am, because that's how bad I used to feel. I know.
really
Yeah, I used to like cry myself to sleep at how shitty I look, right? Because I'm not getting attention from these guys. But obviously, when you grow up, the only attention I need is myself, right? And my dog, that's all.
now you're telling this story. Now I'm really impressed on the leap of where you are right
Oh
now and where
man,
you
you have
were.
no
Mad
idea.
respect.
You have no
Mad,
idea.
mad respect, my lady.
Thank you, thank you. But yeah, it was really not the easiest process. So one day, my purpose in life was always to, you know, speak in public, inspire people. And I think one of the ways you have to do to go about it is to be confident. And I told myself I cannot keep feeling this way, because it doesn't go in line with what my purpose in life is. So I always told myself, what can I do? What can I do? And to be honest, I feel like this all happened when it's going to sound very cliche or whatever. But I am a person that grew up watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Okay. So
Oh, okay.
when I grew up
You're
watching
you're
them,
one of those people. Okay,
yeah,
I have
yeah,
friends like
yeah, I know I'm one of those lah. But obviously now there's too much drama. I just like nah. Yeah, I watched some other dramatic shit lah. So anyways, I used to watch them a lot. I used to realize that wow, they are like so confident. They are like so put together, and they just say it like it is. They are very straightforward.
yeah.
And I was like, huh, that's a very nice trait to have. Like I want to be like them too. And so not in a sense where how dumb or whatever. I mean, they're quite smart in terms of business. You know what? Let's not go there. Anyways, so so I used to like think like, wow, this is a very nice trait to have, and I started being a little bit straightforward. I started, being straightforward. Of course, not in a nice way. And then I started thinking like, huh, wouldn't it be nice? Like I feel like some of the cast, on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, they'll be like, yeah, I look good, thanks. And I'd be like, huh, that's a very confident thing to say about yourself. And I was like, you know what? Let me just try saying it to a close friend of mine. So I started like, yeah, oh my god, I look so pretty. Oh, like, oh, the weather is so hot. Then I'll tell them like, oh, I'm sorry. They'll be like, why? And I'm like, yeah, because I'm the one that made it hot. And I started getting good reaction. I started getting this kind of reaction that you're having right now. And I liked it. I like that. Oh, I'm actually making people laugh at the same time. It's building me up a little bit, because that's where I finally found that, the more affirmations I give to myself, even though I don't believe it, the more I started thinking like, hey, my mindset was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I am pretty. Maybe the glass would not shatter, but the whole world will shatter at how beautiful I am. So, I think that was how.
You know we're recording this, right?
I don't care. Okay, confidence, baby.
See that is confidence. Like you don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Actually, when you said like, actually I don't wanna like when you said we talk about Kim, what's that? Keeping Up with Kardashians. Actually, it's a really good case study for confidence.
Yeah,
It's a really good case study because okay, like from what you know about the Kardashians or what's the Jenners lah, the basically the family lah, the family, they are very entrepreneurial and
entrepreneurial. Look, I see now
entre-
you're affecting me now.
entrepreneurial. So
Business Chinaman lah, okay, businessman lah.
business people lah. They all like business business people
Macam
money minded So, so no, okay. The you know how in social media like these people are, like memes and all that. You know, personally feel, and I'm very confident that this is just a marketing tactic of them, like looking dumb. Because if you're as stupid as what they say, okay, let's say Kim Kardashian is as stupid as what she. I don't think she can build a fucking empire, a business empire this big. People, if she was stupid, people would like cheat, like even like make money out of her, like use her name, and she would be like bankrupt. She has at least, you know, I feel like it's the media that's screwing around. But who I would really respect is their mom.
oh yeah, the mom is
That
like
woman,
yeah.
that woman, this okay. Basically, okay, not gonna lie, they don't have any like artistic talents. They're celebrities, they can't act, they can't. Most of them can't sing or anything or this one. But then the mom, they shaped, she shaped this whole family to be like an elite-ish kind of family. Like you know what I'm saying? Like when they say Kardashians, even though like one of them is not so pretty,
Who
not
is
so
not
easy
so
on the eyes.
pretty?
I'm not gonna say the name.
Excuse me. What is wrong? You're talking about confidence, not mean.
But yeah, that's the thing. Even though that's the thing, but for me, I feel like she is the one with the most confidence because she can put up with all like the obviously pretty sisters,
Oh my god, stop
siblings.
talking. Stop talking. Oh, what is wrong
No,
with
I
you?
mean, okay. Okay, like getting serious. I'm just fucking around. But when you talk about confidence,
Yeah.
these women are confident as fuck.
Correct. They are. And
Yeah, that's what pushed them all the way there.
correct.
They know and they are very aware that the so-called stupid things they do on camera
Correct.
is gonna go viral, and somehow it's gonna push. I think they were like the original influencers before all these cloud chasing influencers emerged.
Right, right.
Because they used to do stupid shit and everything, and then like people would watch that. Oh, okay, a family of pretty faces. Like at the end of the day, they are making money no matter what's the opinion of the whole world, thinking like this is just a pretty looking dumb bitch
Correct.
or something
I
like
mean,
that. But
maybe
at the
that's
end of the
why also, sometimes I talk in a bimbo way just to look like I'm dumb, but actually I'm like, the most smartest girl ever. Anyways, let's just continue on. But coming back to Kardashians, I think one of the reasons I got inspired from being confident is of course by the way they talk and all that, but also in the way they dress up. You can see the way they dress up is like a freaking boss ass bitch, like really
yeah.
confident, and that's where I started putting that into terms instead of just affirming myself. Yes, I'm pretty, I'm beautiful, and being all prasan and narcissistic or whatever. I feel like you have to channel that in your first impression as well, and so that's
Yep.
where I think the confidence just started flowing. Of course, now I still do have my insecurities and whatnot, but I handle it better because you just know that that is not you. Sometimes you have your phase where you just relapse, but you know how to pick yourself back up again. Have you ever
Yep.
had those moments like now kind of thing?
Like when I yeah, of course. Like even usually when something goes wrong lah, like in terms of business, in terms of like my work, or maybe and also comedy lah. Comedy is the most direct thing because That's where I like put like most of my confidence in, because my other businesses are like, okay, I do graphic designing, editing, and all. This doesn't require much human interaction or like confidence per se lah. But stand up, sometimes when that moment of like, am I really funny?
Right.
Why, like, am I really funny? Like, those moments when you think back, and you know it's normal lah. It's normal to have that. If you don't have that, like, when will you learn? What will you learn? How will you grow? Like, if you don't have those like self reflection moments, like, okay, am like, personally, am I really funny? Will come when like I've used the same joke many times. So like, when that moment comes, I'm like, okay, I need to write more stuff. I need to like, up the game of my stage presence and all that stuff lah. Like, for me lah, as a stand up comedian. So it comes, or it's all a circle lah. It all comes back, and then when, okay, after I do that, like after the growth, and then there will be moments where like your people will doubt you, and eventually it'll get to you, and then you start doubting yourself. But you have to reflect how. But as much as it's narcissistic, you have to always have a self check on where you were, like, let's say a year ago, and where you are right now.
Correct. It is.
Yeah, you have to always have that self assessment. You don't compare your growth with other people's growth, like and I'm guilty of that as well. I'm guilty as that. Like, I look at like some other like comedians that are younger than me, that are the same age as me, and then I'll feel like, why? How come he's the same? I'm the same age as that fella, but he's doing like more shows. He's getting more traction, more this one, and all that shit. But what I at that moment, I try to calm myself down and think, he started way earlier than me. He started like when I was just sitting around being a bitch, being being scared and all that. He started way back. So like, that's his journey. My journey is up to me, Is up to me. So when
Yeah, the author of your own book, basically.
yeah. So those, like, yeah, like that thing like, when you start comparing yourself to like other people, maybe in the same industry, maybe like in the same age as you start comparing yourself. That's when your confidence go down. But always have to remember lah, it's your journey. You decide where you are. So what you are fighting is you, not other people. You are fighting you. So that, like, you know your opponent already. Your opponent is you, and you know yourself. So that gives you more confidence. Oh, it's just me.
But
I
also
can.
there are times where you
Uh,
feel like, oh, this person is doing better than me. We had like the same kind of moment that we started, let's say for example a comedy, or
uh,
like as a writer, right? Like you're in the same
yeah,
start,
your side.
right?
Mm,
You're a writer in your side, and they are getting like better appreciation, or like they are doing better at their lives, and you're looking at yourself like, what did I do wrong? But at the same
mm,
time, I think it's more of like your mindset. Sure, of course, definitely you're gonna feel like you're comparing yourself to someone else. That's without a doubt that's gonna happen, right? But
yep.
I think it's more or less of how you think, that how you feel that you can come out of it and be a better person, and be,
Mm,
like for example for me, like last year I quit a job that I quit a job because it was so dull. I didn't like it, without a
mm,
backup plan. For the first time in my life, there was no backup plan. I was doing freelance for a while. Thank God I had like a little bit of freelance. And
mm.
then I got this amazing job. I'm currently working for a food and travel company. And
Please mention thy company.
yes, it's Malaysia Food and Travel. It's gonna be
Yes.
amazing, right? So I
Yes.
started out as an intern. They were actually finding for a person to be an intern, and I'm 27 years old, and I'm doing
Mm,
freaking intern job. The thing is, that didn't bother me because that's kind of like the job that I wanted, and I felt like if
mm,
in that 3 months things weren't gonna pan out, I can always just leave. I can always just leave
Mm.
an unhappy work. And to be honest, I'm glad I took the risk. Even though during that time, I was like always like, I have like colleagues who are so much more
Mm.
younger than me, and here I am as an intern at 27 years old. And I was like telling myself, it's okay, Nat, keep learning, keep learning, keep learning. I can't tell myself, yo, I'm so old, I'm an intern, yo, malu lah. You
Mm.
can't really feel that way. You have to keep telling yourself, okay, you're learning, you're learning, you're learning. At the
Mm.
end of the day, that's what life is all about. Confidence is also at the same time as learning. Because if you're going to be confident all the way, you're not going to learn about anything else, then that's you being
Yeah.
arrogant and cocky. That's a little bit different.
Confidence
Confidence
is
is
good.
good.
Overconfidence
Overconfidence
is
is
bad.
bad.
Correct. And people
That
people
that
say I'm overconfident, but I don't care. I'm narcissistic as I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, of course, people know their limit, and also for me,
Mm.
yeah, being into an intern, obviously now I'm a full timer. Woohoo! But I think it's more of like the process of learning and just really getting to know about things, and at the same time, just you do you, boo. You know?
Yeah.
yeah, like that's the thing. But you know, we talked about like getting there, getting to that confidence level. But when you're there, like you said, people will say you're overconfident, you're so full of yourself. But it all comes back to you. No matter what people say, you have to have that feeling. Like deep down, okay, I still need to improve myself. Still need to improve myself. You know.
Oh, you're so full of yourself, especially like the real haters, not the sarcastic, the
Mm.
real hater. But they would be like coming up to me, hey, how did you do your public speaking? Really quite good, lah. Like, oh, now you want advice from a confident girl, really? After talking shit about me, but for me, it's like, yeah, because that's what you need in life. I think, most importantly, instead of book smart, which is also important, I think
Mm.
importantly is also street smart. And when you're a street smart person, you need to be able to have a confident, and
Mm.
people want to see personality. Personality is like a big thing now, and
Yes,
it's very
exactly.
important. And confidence is key, which is
Mm.
also important. So I feel like people just need to start. If you want to be prasan, go ahead, man. Like, the world is your oyster. If it helps
Yeah.
you, go for it. If it doesn't help you, maybe you can go with
You
your way
take a
that you
different approach,
like
lah.
what you say. Like your coping mechanism is humor, and then slowly you started
Humor.
feeling like, oh, the respect. People
Mm.
started backing away.
Yeah.
But what do you think is the biggest challenge when it comes to being confident? It's easy to say, but it's very hard to do. What would you say is the biggest challenge?
People's perceptions lah. People's perception. Like I said, I'm an overthinker. But I don't show it. Like that's the thing. Like I keep everything in my head. Like yeah. So now we come to the topic of owning it lah. Owning being confident. People, yeah, like you said, haters will come. There'll be like people who used to talk shit about you, and all these people all suddenly out of nowhere they'll come. Oh wow, bro, you're doing
Mm.
stand up now. Wow, good
Yeah.
job and
Like, where were
everything.
you when I was down? Hello.
Yeah, because I know these people when I was like going on that journey, like I was like going towards the content creation more to that side. I was going that they were all like, oh, this flip. They will talk behind my back. They'll say like, oh, this fella just wanna chase clout, just want fame and all that shit. This exact same people. I'm not mentioning any names, but these exact same people are now like so-called supporting me lah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but again, it like you said, personality is important. Personality is important. If I was like, oh, you talk shit about me last time, right? If I address that, I already lose. I already kalah.
Correct. Yeah, because at the
because
end of the day,
it,
you have to not.
because that gives them the power. Oh, so they'll be like, oh, I motivated him to go further, like that. But then if you were like you act like you forget everything, you be nice to them. From experience, when you're nice to people who were assholes to you, that is such a good feeling. It's just
You know, like
like
Beautiful.
the
Yeah.
after the aftertaste of that. that
The
experience
victory.
when you're
Right.
being nice to like you're like you just like ran and stepped over their head like that, you know.
Right.
But then
Yeah.
you know you're being nice, and then you know you did the right thing and everything. You know, at the end of the day, you have to do the right thing, lah. You have to do the right thing. You know, like you know when you have to always have that in your head, lah. People have the tendency to change,
Right.
and I accept that maybe you know they were young, they were being funny. Personally, I've also made fun of a lot of people, and ironically that person, I would like to give a shout out lah to my friend Shoban, who produces my YouTube show lah,
Woot
the Check
woot.
Show. Uh, I used to make fun of him because he had this vision way earlier. He was way confident, you know. He was pursuing beatbox professionally
Right.
when we were in school itself. And I would make fun of him. Oh yeah, this fella beatbox, and whenever I go talk to him, hey, Day, what's up, Day, Shoban? I just do that shit, you know, just to make fun of him, you know. But then at the end, I would think the same way as people who are now coming back to me, who were rude to me, like okay, they have changed, you know. And that gives you a sense of like okay, you're not being bad, you're not being an asshole.
Correct.
So you know, my way of building my confidence is just being nice to the people who wronged me lah.
Correct. Yeah, I mean that's me too. I sometimes get a
Mm.
lot of shit for being too nice, you know. And being
Ah,
too nice has its perks and it has its cons, right? So
yeah.
I want to be the kind of person where I'm nice to you, but three strikes and you're out. Like that's it, done.
Ah,
I am done. Like don't expect me to be like nice and all that. And it's so funny because when you start being a confident person, people start looking at you like differently. Like they kind of like start respecting you. They start looking at you like, wow, what a
Mm.
sophisticated person. I mean, I don't know if that's how people feel, but that's how
Mm.
my experience in how I think people look at me.
Mm.
They're like, "Wow, Nat, like really good. Like how are you so confident?" And some of them like,
Look,
"Yeah, girl, you go, be confident." And
like,
you should know. I think we people like us know the difference between respect and pretending to respect.
correct, correct,
Yeah, so like you know what real respect feels like, you know. So yeah, give respect, take respect, lah. That's the thing. Like okay, like you said, being nice has its pros and cons, right? So you can be nice all you want, but you have to always remember that you cannot being nice to them. It's a giving thing. It's a giving thing, and when you don't expect anything back, you won't get your feelings hurt. You just give. You just be kind. At the end of the day, if they fuck you over, you already are prepared that they are gonna fuck you over. Always have like a contingency plan, like not like being safe lah. Being safe. Let's say you and a friend of yours, or like generally lah, you and a friend of yours want to start a business. you know no matter how close you are, how tight you are, always have black and white. That's
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
always say
yeah. I get it.
business is
Yeah,
business, friend is friends. Like you always be ready for somebody to fuck you over.
right. But even
uh,
even if let's say that happened, the the safe plan would always come back to confidence because you're confident things are going to go well, even though at times you're going to be like, shit, why this happened? But at the end of the day, you're going to feel like, okay, you know what, this shit happened, too bad, let me build myself back up again.
yes.
And that's
and
where the
and
confidence come about.
yes,
Yeah,
the when you fight back, that's when you like gain back your confidence or gain more confidence.
correct,
you know,
correct. Yeah, like I
yeah.
feel for me, people always say, when once you broke up with someone, it's either they turn psycho or
Mm.
they turn like a very matured person. For me,
Mm.
my kind of revenge is always for me to build myself better to be a successful person. That's it.
Mm.
So that one day, I don't have to. I have to like. I'll be like, you know what? I did all of this on my own, and that is a
Mm.
pretty damn confident thing for me to say.
Yeah, and it's true. That's the thing. Confidence. Okay, the thing is, confidence it has to be the truth lah, or else you're lying to yourself.
Correct. Yeah.
There's no worse thing than lying to yourself, like personally, I was lying to myself for a long time. Like, okay, this life is okay, not following, not, you don't have to follow your dreams. I was lying to myself,
Right.
and I was lying to myself that I don't have to better myself. And even like even after I started my business or stand up, like when I reached a certain level, I did have that how to say, denial. I was in denial of, like, oh, okay, but then there was, and then thank God, I realized that I was lying to myself, and I have to fight, and I have to work better to grow myself. So yeah, that's overconfidence, lah, lying to yourself that you are the best. You know
Correct.
what I'm saying?
But at the same time, don't you think it's a little bit like um overcompensating for something? Okay, so for example, fake it or make
Mm.
it can go both ways. You can actually either believe it or you can just continue lying to yourself. Because when you're
Yes.
faking it, you're thinking, yes, I'm beautiful, but at the end of the day, you don't feel that way about yourself. And I
Ah,
am,
yes.
but I am grateful that I have the mentality where, you know what, I am blessed. I'm very grateful that, God gave me this image and all of this.
Mm.
I have like a house to stay in. I have beautiful friends,
Mm.
family, and all that. And I think that's a pretty beautiful thing to say. And
Yes.
I just feel like at the end day, it's either you want to own it or not. But at the end day, confidence is key in every.
But that confidence is very subjective, Nat. You see that you mean, like, the confidence of appearance, that is something you can fake it. Oh, no, that is something you shouldn't fake it, because
Right. Yeah.
that is something you are always gonna be with,
Correct.
unless it's like, fitness or all the other stuff.
Right.
Like, your face is something you have to be confident lah. Beauty is very subjective. you know some people say I look like shit, but some people also say I look cute and all that shit.
Well,
Yeah, I had to insert the joke lah. So, no, you know what I'm saying lah. Like, that.
not a joke. That is supposed to be the truth, because that's what confidence is all
I
about.
know, I know,
Own
I'm cute.
it.
That's why I fuck around with people all the time. I know they will feel, when they want to whack me, I'll just do a cute face and they'll just let me go.
So that's what clank people do all the time, lah, to get out of
Yeah,
fights, right?
no, no. But yeah, like the confidence in terms of appearance, we have to differentiate it lah. Like, in terms of career, in terms of your life path, and, like, the things you are doing in life, that's a different type of confidence, and the confidence of your appearance is a different type of appearance. That I think you have to achieve that first, to be able to achieve other stuff. That
Correct.
accepting yourself and owning it, like being, like, being a boss bitch and owning
Correct.
it.
This reminds me of the episode that we did on dark skin, accepting it and all that.
Ah,
You
yes,
know?
exactly.
Yeah, that was also one of my
I,
insecurities growing up. But now, as you're
yeah,
going, you're like, you know what? Dark is beautiful. Like, what was I thinking back
yeah.
then?
But yeah, that episode is specific to us dark skinned people lah. But what I'm saying is, like, in other terms of, like, what other people might say, oh, your eyes a bit too close apart, oh, your eyes like that. That's all other people's opinion. Fuck them,
Right,
right?
correct, yeah.
You have to be confident of yourself, how you look, and yeah, and also that you don't have to lie, and don't lie to yourself lah. Don't, like, fucking dress like a beggar and expect people to like treat you like this. Your Okay, all I'm saying is, your life is not what social experiment YouTube video.
Okay, wow.
Yes, that is not life. That is all bullshit, and most of it is just acting. You don't have to, like, you don't fuck around with people. Be honest. Be honest. Dress okay. You don't have to over. If you don't like dressing a certain way, don't do it lah. But don't, like, yeah, don't pretend like to do something and shit like that.
Yeah, and I feel like when I dress up, like I think some of you may have
Mm.
followed my Instagram at Natasha Clarice. Okay, so you,
It's down.
yeah,
It's down here.
I mean, you would know like some of the clothes that I wear. It really like it gives me confidence. It exudes confidence for me, even though other people are
Mm.
like wearing like meh, like normal, and I'm like extra. I'm like I don't
Mm.
care because I feel like that is what gives me confidence, and that's also one of the way where it lets me step out of my comfort zone because I'm like the only
Yeah,
one,
different people have different
you
ways
know.
of this one lah.
Yeah, so I feel like if people are like if they feel comfortable in who they are without having to
Mm.
stand out or anything, and they are very confident in who they are, perfect. Do you. And
Mm.
yeah, I think that's where people think like, oh, confident is like they think it's like arrogant thing. I don't.
Yeah, it's very subjective. It's very subjective. It's very depend. It depends so much on the individual, on you yourself. Because like I can go out with just like this t-shirt and tracksuits, and I can do stupid shit, and I'm just gonna be myself. Some people, they need to dress well. Like that's you. That's you. You do you. You do you. No, what takes you, whatever brings you to wherever you want to be, just do it. You know, just and the thing, I think what we are trying to say is find what makes you confident and own it. Like own your look, own your style, own your career path. You should own it. No, don't live for other people. Yes.
Correct. At the end,
You
they
don't.
don't give a fuck. Like, just don't do that.
Yes.
I've done that all my life. I'm the kind of person where I can admit that I want to be likable. And
Mm.
being a likable is not really the most 100% good thing in life because you
Yeah.
end up thinking about what this person thinks of me and all that.
Mm.
And towards the end, you start letting go of like, oh, this person doesn't like me. Okay, it's fine. I have other better people in life. Screw you.
Mm.
And I feel like you shouldn't think about what people think about you. If you have a certain talent, own it. I think there are a lot of
Mm.
talented people in Malaysia and they are just not owning it.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
yeah, so like before we conclude, like let's just do some activity. Um, tell me three things about yourself that you're very confident about. Like like this is you and you're owning it. And I'll go next.
You go first. You go
Oh,
first.
I go first. Why?
Yeah,
But
you
I asked.
suggested it. You go first, lah.
Okay, let's see. I am a very kind person.
Okay.
Okay. I'm also a very funny person.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Okay. You make me laugh. Okay. Okay. You're
Thanks.
funny, lah.
I think lastly, I am a very, what would I say? I mean, yeah, besides being beautiful and shit, like that's so common, right? Like everyone knows that. But I think I'm a very um what is the word? What is that word? I am a very non-psychotic person. I can say that. Is that an answer?
Non-psychotic is what the fuck is non-psychotic? Just say normal, lah.
I mean, like, why be normal? Oh, no. I know what is the last one. I am kind. I am funny. And lastly, this is something that I can own up. I am freaking dramatic, and that is all I can.
Yeah. Own it. I Yes, nice.
Okay, so now your turn, Ashraf. Before we end this.
So first, obviously, I was never like this. I have to own. I'm a tall. Like people know when I'm in a room, it's very hard to miss me. I'm like the tallest person in the room.
Wait, how
You
tall are
know.
you, by the way?
You've. It's kind of fucked up that we've done one season. We've worked together this long. I've never met each other in person.
Yeah, guys, we've never met each other. It's like, wow. And we are, I don't know, like, I mean, like, I've never seen him in person before, but how tall are you exactly?
Which of my friends have you, like, mutual friends have you met in person? Maybe I can, for scale of height. Have you met Tash in person?
Yeah, of course I've met Tash in person. Yeah.
Okay, I am. Okay, Tash is my shoulder height.
What? Oh my god,
Yes.
you giant freak! God damn!
Yes.
Own it!
Yes, I've always been like this, and I was very insecure about it. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. The only time I was really I am tall and it is my advantage is these two times when I was playing basketball for that was like the best times of my life
Of
like when I
course,
was playing.
yeah, because that's where you
I
fit in,
was
right? Yeah.
my fitness was shit, but I was always part of the team, because I could like just okay. That I think that built my confidence of being tall lah and stand up lah, because when you're on stage like people won't look away, like holy shit, people look. So that's I get that automatically, I get that, like for comedian, okay, for stand up comic, like for people who don't know, one of the hardest things is to like take the attention.
Right.
Take the
Yeah.
attention, like you have to do something to take the attention of the audience. For me it was easier because when I walk on stage, everybody like, what the fuck, they're like this tall individual. you know
I think you are
uh,
going to curse at yourself or something, but anyways, yeah.
this tall person, I was going to say person, but
Person. Okay,
I
sure.
thought of more sophisticated
Oh,
word.
well, that's how we do here in A Motivated lah.
Yes. So first is height lah, and I would say my second is my sense of humor, which is very weird and very wide, very broad, because I can speak Tamil very well. I can speak all these the three languages I can speak very well.
Right.
And my sense of humor spans across all these three languages because each language has its different, like in Malaysia I know Malaysian references, I know English references, I know Tamil references.
Yeah.
So my sense of humor is very wide, and at first people will be like, oh, well, your sense of humor is broken, and then I start to realize my sense of humor isn't broken, it's just very wide. It's like I know all the references and what to joke about, So my sense of humor lah.
Yeah, and which is to your advantage lah,
Yeah. Yeah, and it's very dark sometimes lah. My
Oh,
humor
yeah.
it goes very dark sometimes.
Agreed. But it's funny actually. It makes
It's wide and also deep.
it's like your height lah, like right.
Yeah, it's like a cube, It's all wide and tall. So and then third would be like charm lah. I would say I have a charm lah. I have a charm on people. So yeah. So I'm okay. Not gonna lie. There was a point in my life where I actually used my charm for my own benefit in terms of business.
Oh,
Like I would charm
thinking you
people
got
into
yourself
doing
a sugar
shit.
mama or something lah. The way you're talking.
No, that
That
not
one different
not
story
that.
lah.
Not that. That's a different story. That we'll have a different episode. No. I mean, like I could charm my way like into like certain business deals and all that, and not gonna lie with women lah. Not good. Yes. I have but I start to realize that it's not a good thing. So, but I'm still confident with my charm lah. I can
Okay.
still use it lah in certain places.
Okay.
Yes.
Which is good. Okay, so it'll be beneficial for you for sugar mama. Okay, let's just put it that way. So, and so guys, that's the end of our episode. We hope like you feel confident in listening to us
Yes.
more and also feel
Yes.
motivated, right? Correct or not?
Yes. And also, if you have any opinions of maybe a different approach on how to achieve confidence, please comment on the comment section below your methods or maybe something you think like you want us to talk about.
Yes.
Go ahead, put it in the comment section below. If you have any suggestions or anything you want us to talk about, put it in the comment section.
Yep, because at the end day we're all learning, and learning is what? Confidence.
Okay. Learning is what? What is learning? Learning is body.
Okay guys, thank you so much for listening, and please everybody stay confident and stay
motivated lah.
lah.